Good morning, everyone.
Hey, happy 4th of July.
Greetings to
Happy
everybody.
4th of July. We are so glad to have Kay Carl here with us this morning to help celebrate the 4th.
I'm
I
glad
can't
to
think
be
of
here.
anyone who's more patriotic.
Oh boy, it's not like a setup to me, but go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Well, I do have a little 4th of July quiz
Okay.
for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was hoping that, maybe y'all could help me out with some of these, because I'll be quite frank with you, I couldn't get all of these myself. And some of them I didn't even know that was a question.
Well,
So,
Rodney and I,
yeah.
we're gonna put both our heads together to handle this quiz here.
That's
All
right.
And maybe our viewers can join us too. Carrie's already here. Good morning, Carrie and AC. And we hope you can help us out with some of these. So now I'm going to start with some of the easier ones first. Okay. So the 4th of July commemorates which American document?
The 4th of July. Declaration of Independence?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and now this is a really hard one. When was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Oh, the date.
That I don't know.
Was that 1776?
That was the year, yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it was, of course, July the 4th,
July
1776.
4th?
Was it July 4th?
Okay. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure if it
yeah.
was exactly July 4th. Okay.
Well, it was, they voted on it on July 2nd, but they all signed it on July 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to
So,
know.
and do you know how many people signed the Declaration of Independence?
That was a
Now,
good
I didn't know this one. Yeah.
I had to take a guess. 36. I have no idea.
Oh, that is close, but it's 56.
56. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the 6th part right. So, whose signature on the Declaration of Independence is the largest?
John Hancock.
Absolutely. Have you ever heard that growing up, where people would say, "Hey, put your John Hancock on this,"
That's
and that means they
I
want
have.
you to sign it, and that's the reason, because his signature was so prominent. He signed it so large. All right. So here's a true or false question.
Rodney with 3 out of 4. Go ahead. Don't
There,
keep
you're
it up.
doing great. Yeah. As the movie National Treasure suggests, there is something written on the back of the original Declaration of Independence. Is that true or false?
I don't know anything about some movie, but I had to say false, so I don't know.
I would say true.
It is true. On the back of the original Declaration of Independence, someone wrote original Declaration of Independence, dated 4th July, 1776. They don't know who wrote it, but it is right at the edge of the paper, and it's on the back, and it's upside down. So what they think is, when it was rolled up like a scroll, because that was how they kept the original one back then, that someone wrote that at the edge so that they would know which scroll that was and not confuse it with others they may have had.
Nice.
Makes sense.
All right. Yeah. So what was the estimated population in the United States on July 4th, 1776?
Is that including slaves?
I guess so.
Well, you had like 4 million slaves in captivity. So, let's back up. Let's back up.
This is 1776. So
1776. Okay, 1776. Yeah, slaves then. So I don't know. I would say about 80,000. I don't know.
Actually, more than that.
I'd say 250.
250,000. 2.5 million.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I
2.5 million.
Yeah.
I didn't either. That kind of surprised me. Yeah. So where was the first celebration of Independence Day held? And bonus points if you can tell me what year. The first celebration of Independence Day.
Philadelphia. I don't know.
Right. That's correct.
Okay.
And do you know when?
Philadelphia. Your brother love. Ooh.
Can you give me what year?
The following year.
Yeah,
Sev-
1777. That's
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Who was the first U.S. president to host an Independence Day celebration at the White House?
Ooh. I guess.
I have no earthly idea, so I pass on that one.
Would it? I was thinking George. No, it could. Well, I was thinking.
I don't know about George Washington,
know.
so I don't know if the White House was even built at that time.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
the White House was not built in George Washington's time. The first occupant, as far as I know, was John Adams, the second president. But the first one to hold an Independence Day celebration at the White House was Thomas Jefferson in 1801.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, this is one of my favorite questions right here.
Uh-oh.
Which two U.S. presidents died on July 4th of the same year?
Wow.
Don't know.
That's a good quiz. I don't know that one.
Mm-hmm. It was
Just-
John Adams and Thomas Jefferson.
John Quincy Adams. Okay.
Not
Wow.
John Quincy Adams, John Adams, the
John
second
Adams, okay.
president and the third president.
Okay.
Both died on July the 4th in 1826, which happened to be the
Really?
50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which they both signed.
Mhm.
Wow.
And I
Isn't
know
that-
when you took the quiz, you got that one right, Nina. Right?
Yeah. Truth is, well, I didn't think about the 50th anniversary part,
Mhm.
but I had heard about them both dying on July the 4th. I didn't know what year it was, though.
Gotcha.
So
Maybe we
I thought that was really, and I knew they died on the same day.
Maybe we
because,
should ask some of our viewers, see if they know any of these.
Yeah, we
well,
need to
some of
quit
them
while
are
we're here.
answering. Yeah, some of them
They
are
were just saying,
answering
Rodney.
in here.
That's right.
Rodney said
Our,
we need to quit while we're here. So
That's right. That's right. But
I
go
read a
ahead.
biography several years ago about John Adams, and one of the things it talked about was the fact that he died on the same day as Jefferson, and they had actually been political rivals for a while and didn't like each other. But in their later years, they exchanged letters and got to be really good friends. And John Adams' last words were, "Jefferson
InfoWorld.
lives."
InfoWars. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he said Jefferson lives.
Wow.
That was his last words. But you know what? He was wrong, because he didn't know that Jefferson had passed away just a few hours before him.
That is crazy.
Thought that was really interesting. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Truth is stranger than fiction, I tell you. So let's see. In what year did Congress declare July 4th an official holiday? This one really surprised me. Let's see if any of our commenters know the
Okay.
answer
Ask
to
that
this one.
question again, Nina. Let's see who pops up with the answer.
In what year did Congress declare July 4th an official U.S. holiday?
I don't see any answers. Okay.
I'm not seeing any either. I guess they don't know. Maybe they're looking it up.
There you go.
So have y'all got a guess? You got a guess?
I
on
don't
this?
have an answer.
This
for
one,
that.
I did not know this one. This one really surprised me. Go ahead.
I was going to say 1845.
Nope.
Oh,
1870. Not until 1870. Yeah, not quite 100 years later. Isn't that surprising?
Wow.
So, yeah.
1870.
So, what country helped the United States win the war for independence? Yes. Who said that?
Dang. Quiet. We have actually a sideline contributor here. Yeah, it wasn't me, but yes, France. Thank you.
I saw some. I heard someone say France, and I think we lost
Yeah.
K. Carl off the air. Let's see if I can add him back on here. There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Now
I had to go offline for a minute to look up some answers. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Well, at least
No.
he admits it. Yeah.
No, I had some
All right,
technical
so
difficulties.
I wanted that question first, and our commenters got it right. Jacqueline and Carrie, yes, it was France.
All
So,
right.
and here's the interesting part to that. So, how is the Statue of Liberty connected to the Declaration of Independence? How is the Statue of Liberty connected to the Declaration of Independence?
Well, the Statue of Liberty was actually because it was made. The person that did it was in France. That was from the French. So that was from the French. Okay, Declaration of Independence. Okay,
There must be some kind of inscription that's on the Statue of Liberty. That's the only thing I can think of.
So here's the answer. It was a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States to commemorate the signing of the Declaration of Independence 100 years before. It was the 100th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, isn't that interesting? Yeah, I had no idea.
Good question.
What popular patriotic song was first published on July the 4th, 1895?
I was reading some of the comments here, but go ahead. What was
Is it My Country 'Tis of Thee?
No.
Oh.
No. What popular patriotic song, Rodney, was first published July the 4th, 1895?
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
That's a good guess. But no, America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So during World War II, where was the Declaration of Independence stored?
Ooh, it was stored. I would say Library of Congress.
I'm just going to take a crazy guess. It was stored somewhere on the West Coast.
No.
I have no idea.
Fort Knox.
Okay.
In Fort Knox.
I didn't know that. Back where the gold is.
Exactly. Exactly. That's where they stored it for safekeeping. My guess is since that's more to the interior of the country, they were trying to protect it from any attacks.
And you had military tanks there as well.
Right. Right. So, and remember, that was back in the 1940s that we didn't have jet planes back then. So any country coming to attack America had to come across the ocean. By the time they got to the coast, they wouldn't have much fuel left. So they wouldn't be able to get to the interior in a plane anyway. All right. How many stars and stripes did the first U.S. flag have? The first one.
How many stars and stripes?
Yeah. The first one that was commissioned by Congress. How many stars and stripes did the first flag have?
Wasn't it 16?
13 stars and for the 13 colonies? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know about the stripes. I don't know to count on the stripes.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It has the same number of stripes it does today.
Oh, it does? That don't help me at all.
I'm thinking I'm going in my head.
I don't know. What is that, about 16, 17?
Interesting to me. 13.
13.
13 stripes had 13 stars. And what the Second Continental Congress, who commissioned the flag, asked for was, they said to them the stripes were more important than the stars because the stripes were considered rebellious. So and they wanted that on the flag as a way of saying, yeah, we are. We admit it and we're proud of it. So they wanted that on there, and then they wanted a field of blue with 13 stars representing a new constellation, like a new country. Isn't that interesting? So, and back then, because the stars to them, the stripes to them were more important than the stars, They didn't say the Stars and Stripes. They said the Stripes and Stars. They always put the stripes first because that was more important to them. Yep. Happy Bergie got it. They said 13. All right. So how many stars are on the flag today? And I already told you there's still 13 stripes.
Ooh.
It's 52.
53.
Oh,
No.
50.
No, it's 50. At 50. We don't have stars for the territories.
Oh, we don't. Okay, so
Yeah,
represent
only for the
each state. Only for
Each
states.
state has
Okay.
one star.
Okay.
So
I sound like
50
Obama on
stars.
that question. Come up 52 states, huh?
I was warming up. I said 53. 50. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the
I actually know better than that.
I see 13. Hey, Happy Bergie said
50,
13.
and so did Carrie.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
50 stars. Yeah. And the 13 stripes, of course, represent the 13 original colonies in the United States.
Okay.
The first states. Yeah. All right. So, what is the official motto of the United States?
I was thinking, don't.
Something to do with liberty, or is it the
official motto?
What's that? What is that? Is it Latin? E pluribus.
I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking E pluribus unum, and you know what? You would assume that would be correct because that was on our money for many, many decades. Before finally, in 1956, that late, 1956, Congress passed an act making "In God We Trust" the official motto of the United States. Isn't that something?
Okay.
Yeah.
God we trust.
Really? In God we trust.
In God we trust. Right.
Boy.
We go back to that. That's it.
Yeah. We couldn't get that passed today, Cooper.
Here's the last question. Well, no, wait a minute. This is not the last question.
Oh, boy.
Let me see. I'm missing one here.
That's okay. Keep on going.
AC Cruz asked,
here we go.
Died of what? Someone asked, what did he die of?
Oh, what did he die of? Probably both of old age. Yeah, both of them, I think, died of old age because consider they were men in their 20s or 30s when they signed the Declaration of Independence, and they died on the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. So they both would have had to have been in their 80s, maybe even into their 90s. I don't know. All right. So here's a question I missed. I want to make sure to ask you this because this is the one that really stumped me. I was shocked. This one. Which country declared independence from the United States on July 4th, 1960?
Which country?
Yes.
Declared.
Which country declared independence from the United States on July 4th, 1960? This is in my lifetime. I didn't even know
I just take a guess. I'll say Mexico.
Nope. Nope. Mexico was never a possession.
Yeah, well, which country? I don't know what country we had control of.
Wow.
And in 1960. Yeah, I mean, that's relatively recent.
What country do we have control of? Maybe somewhere in the Caribbean, somewhere, one of those islands.
Well, remember, this was after World War II, so you might want to think about that.
Japan, I guess.
I'm thinking
probably Japan.
Jacqueline says Liberia. Happy says Samoa. Carrie says Mexico.
Virgin Islands?
Nope. These are all good guesses, actually. But it's the Philippines.
Wow.
Really? The Philippines.
The Philippines. Yeah. Apparently, during World War II, we took possession of the Philippines.
Okay.
So that was a surprise to me. Yeah. There you go. Some history that none of us knew before. And here's the last question. What book does the inscription on the side of the Liberty Bell quote?
Ooh. I remember the writing.
Mhm.
What book? Liberty Bell. The Bell.
I don't know.
The Bible.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
Now, what
the
does it
Bible.
say?
It's
What's the
the book of
inscription?
Leviticus. It's chapter 25, verse 10, and it says, proclaim liberty throughout all the land
Okay.
unto all the inhabitants thereof.
I'm glad you're on my
And
team, Mike Rodney.
Yay.
Great
I
job.
knew it was something like that. So
yeah,
But isn't it interesting how the Bible and God kind of permeated everything that they did?
yes,
And
I
and
love
how
that.
how now we got people wanting us to move away from that.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
it's amazing.
And this other little snippet of information here, that bell was cast in 1752 in England, cracked on the first time it was rung. Okay. And some of the people in the colony said, well, that's because it was the English did it. So we're going to recast it. So they took the bell, cut it down into small pieces, melted it down, recast it, and, didn't add anything to it. And it cracked again. So they took it, broke it down again, recast it a second time, but this time they added some other metals to it to make it stronger. And it's still cracked.
Wow.
So, who knows what that's supposed to mean.
Sometimes you just guys go with the flow, right?
I know,
That's
really.
right.
It did not become a major national symbol and was not widely referred to as the Liberty Bell. It was referred to as the State House Bell because it was hanging in the State House in Philadelphia until abolitionists adopted it as a symbol of freedom in the decades leading up to the Civil War.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't know that either.
A lot of great info.
Yeah.
Well, again, it is 4th of July. And so to all the people out there, we want you definitely to be safe. We've been having some pretty hot temperatures around, especially here in Southern California. So wherever you are, make sure that you are being careful with your wildfires. If you're doing picnics and barbecues and things, make sure that you're being careful out there and just dropping those little tidbits of safety on for the 4th of July. Be safe.
Yeah.
And, Rodney, what part of California are you in?
I'm actually in Riverside, California.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yep. I'm out on the Inland Empire.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but Kay, Carl and I are both in Alabama. And what are the temperatures like where you are, Rodney?
Wow.
What are the highs?
Well, it was close to 100, the other day. So it's been kind of rolling. So hopefully today was a little mellow. I got out and did a little walking this morning. So looks like it's going to be a nice day.
It's been we've had some close to 100 degree days recently too, 99, 98.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Now today's supposed to be the upper 80s where I am, which sounds nicer, but we've got really strong storms every day predicted for every day. So, but it's kind of hit and miss. They're kind of localized, but they sure are strong.
Well, be careful out there.
Yeah. So if you're traveling for the 4th, we really encourage you to be safe. Make sure you stay hydrated because it is hot out there, and watch out for those storms. Be weather alert.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Carrie's in Alabama too. Oh, AC. Oh, that AC says it's supposed to be 115 in Phoenix today. That's where she is.
I actually went to Mesa, and I have to tell you, that was the hottest temperatures I've ever been in. I just couldn't believe how hot it was. It literally loosened up the sole of a shoe. I was wearing these weird shoes, and the glue melted, and my feet were tender.
All of a
So
sudden, I'm
hot.
getting a lot of echo from you, Rodney. I
Oh,
don't know if
okay.
you
Let me
flipped a
see.
switch or something when you were moving your hand, but just thought you would want to check that. Yeah. Were you hearing that echo too? Okay, Carl?
Just a little bit of it, yeah. It didn't last long.
Yeah. Well, he took himself down, so. Oh, and then now where is NE? What is NE? Happy says it's 76 in NE, and we'll take it. Is
I guess
that
that's
New
New
England?
England.
That's
Probably
what
New
I'm
England.
guessing. Yeah. We'll see if Happy comments again and lets us know where that is. So I would be a little bit jealous about that. 76 sounds pretty blissful to me. Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back, and there's no echo. Great. Uh-oh, he's gone again. I don't know what happened. So, as I was, Nebraska. AC says it's probably Nebraska. Carrie says Northeast or New England. So Happy says Massachusetts. So it is New England, Massachusetts. There you go. Another thing I read as I was researching for that quiz was that the first time fireworks were used to celebrate the 4th of July was at the first July 4th celebration in 1777.
Okay.
So no, they didn't have the colored fireworks like we do now. So it was just, bombs bursting in air, if you will.
Mhm.
But that's a long association with the 4th to have fireworks. So that's how we got that tradition.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate the questions.
Yeah. Are you going to be celebrating with fireworks, either one of you? He's back.
Yeah.
I think my grandkids probably have sparklers or something like that, but because they're inside the city, so I don't know what Huntsville laws are, but we'll be on the safe side till they get a little bit older.
Yeah, technically, you're not supposed to set off fireworks within the city, but I think a lot of people don't follow that rule. And I think the police mostly, turn their head where that one is concerned, because there's just too many people doing it. How could you possibly police all of that? So
correct.
Rodney, I don't know if you heard it or not. We were saying that the first time fireworks were set off to celebrate the 4th of July was actually in the first 4th of July celebration in 1777. So there's a long association between the 4th of July and fireworks.
Yeah, well, you have to definitely make sure you're being careful out there, because fireworks can injure you. You got to be careful about that. You don't want to be injured. They're very beautiful, but as they say, leave it up to the professionals. If you can get out to a local event, I think that's going to be your best bet. And also too, you don't want to have any fires or anybody get hurt.
That's true. That's true.
And out here, matter of fact, in Southern California, Disneyland, the whole month of July, they're constantly shooting off fireworks. So if you're driving down the 5 freeway and you're actually going by Disneyland, you can literally see the fireworks over the park. So they must spend millions of dollars in fireworks, but the whole community knows. So the whole month of July, they're constantly doing fireworks. So it's pretty, they hear the rumble and they get a beautiful show every night.
I've been hearing them going off here for the last week. So I know people are celebrating with them. As a matter of fact, last night there were so many, it really sounded like a fireworks stand was, burning off everything they had.
Also, everyone, make sure that you take care of your pets. Pets are really, really traumatized by the fireworks. So make sure that you put them away. Make sure that they're somewhere kind of, because they more so than hear it, they feel the vibration. And I think that's what kind of gets them too. And it's also the hearing. They can hear it very far.
And y'all, do be kind and considerate. There are veterans who can be traumatized by the fireworks as well, because it makes them think of combat situations.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
true. That is very, very
So let's
true.
be mindful of them as well. Yeah.
Well, Nina, it's that time again.
It is. We're all out of time. But it was
I
so
can't
great to
believe
see
it.
you both. Carl, thank you so much for coming
Oh, not a
on
problem.
and being such a sport
Not a problem.
Yep.
to do this quiz with us. We look forward to having you back again and talking about other things.
There's be a lot to talk about, I'm sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
there will be. There will be. Well, y'all, thank you for joining us this morning, and everyone in the comments. We're so glad to have you with us. And happy 4th of July, everyone. Be of good
Happy
courage.
4th.
We are
And
not
peace.
alone.
Yep.
God is
God
with
bless
us.
everybody. Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye-bye.